Hey, what's going on the internet? Yeah, it's your buddy Anti here. Yeah, man. So I've been thinking a lot about like rappers and hip hop in general and shit. And nothing really specific in relation to like any specific rappers, but just like the overall kind of mindset of rap and hip hop and whether music has or of rap and hip hop, and the fact that music has such a powerful effect on people. You know, like I remember listening to the dude John Todd that was talking about how back in the '70s, John Todd was basically he was somebody that was in the Illuminati. He said he was born into a satanic family, and he basically like became like a witch or warlock or whatever. And he got really high up into it and shit, and then eventually like kind of broke off or whatever, right? Because he found Jesus Christ and he became a Christian. So God bless him for that. But anyways, my man John Todd was talking about how back in the '70s, how pretty much all the major music was like after they made like an album or whatever, like a bunch of high-level warlocks and witches would pray over the album and fill it with demonic influence and stuff like that. Now, I think that's really interesting because as we look at today, what we see is it's like common practice for artists to be 100 or 110% upfront with the fact that they conjure spirits to perform. Like it's not even a secret anymore. They conjure spirits to perform. Like, you can hop on YouTube and listen to a whole bunch of them talk about it. Like so.
Santana admits that he is channeling music from the same spirit entities that used Jimi Hendrix, who himself claimed to be demon-possessed. He said, quote, "There is an invisible radio that Jimi Hendrix and Coltrane tuned into, and when you go there, you start channeling other music."
Prayed him. I would channel his energy. I would just ask to be around.
Basically what I did was got on my knees and sort of communicated with the spirits.
Crazy boy who lives in me, and he says the things that I don't want to say.
She can do things that I cannot do when I'm in rehearsal. I mean, I can try, but then it just doesn't happen.
I get possessed by the spirits.
So yeah, they conjure demons. Long story short, these guys are out here worshiping demonic entities, basically to get, like abilities. Now, I became a Christian because I was researching Luciferianism, and I was researching that for probably like a year or something like that. And basically, what I had found is that there's real power in like Luciferianism, and there's real power in witchcraft and shit. And what I mean by real power is that basically Lucifer, as the Bible says, is the god of this world. You know what I'm saying? So people who praise Lucifer are going to get a lot of materialistic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or they have like a materialistic nature. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff that they're after is monetary things. A lot of them are going to get a lot of money or prowess and things of that nature, or fame or whatever, and it all comes at the cost of vampirizing little boys, basically raping little boys or little girls, and doing like sex magic, which is basically pretty much any gross sex act you can think of, or indecent sex act you can think of, and they just basically revel in that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. And you can kind of see that on them, like sordidness. You can see the filth on them. That's the reason why you got all these people, all these rappers and shit, and they make a lot of fucking money, but they ain't happy. These motherfuckers. And then, well, to get into the rap money thing too, there's a thing that's known as the 360 deal, And I don't have all the details with me right now, but essentially the 360 deal is a deal where you basically get screwed out of everything. It's I think what TLC got screwed out of, you know what I'm saying? So the 360 deal is essentially that you get money up front, and they pay for everything to do your album up front. But when you cash out, when you're about to cash out, they take all their money first, which is most times like 90% of that shit, or 100%, or 110, 20%, and now you're in debt. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened to Young Buck. That's what 50 did to Young Buck or whatever, and all that kind of shit. And it's the same thing, I believe, that happened to TLC. So you get these people that come from nothing, basically. You know what I'm saying? And then they get to this precipice, and they're like, yeah, finally all my hard work's about to pay off, and they're about to sign this deal, and they're about to be a rapper, and they could fucking be flashy and all this shit, and really they're being put into a form of slavery that is just fucking crazy. And so it's no wonder why they got this money over everything mentality, because they've sacrificed every fucking thing for to get this shot. You know what I'm saying? They've even had a lot of them, like Kanye West, you know what I'm saying, sacrifice his mom and all this kind of shit. And people say this and they're just like, yeah, he sacrificed his mom. But the thing about it that you have to understand is that when it comes to Luciferianism, when it comes to the game, when it comes to getting in front or getting on television and all that kind of shit, like television and the rap game and all that shit is already ran by people who are well-established warlocks, which is in Luciferianists and Masons, you know what I'm saying? Which are basically Luciferians, you know, according to Albert Pike, anyways. You know, you got all these people that are basically, those are their bosses. Like, so if you're trying to get into the rap game, you're basically trying to work for Luciferianists. Okay, now what Luciferianists believe, now you gotta understand, like, people who have a lot of money, so people who have a lot of money get to act out the things that they believe. You know what I mean? Like you got a lot of people that get money and they turn, they buy a nice house, you know what I mean, and they turn one of their rooms into an art studio. And now they get to draw whatever they want, you know what I'm saying? If you're a Luciferianist, you know what I'm saying, and like you really believe, like how some Christians really believe, like how every single aspect of their life is dedicated to Yahweh, you know, dedicated to God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the majority of these Luciferianists are. You know what I'm saying? That are in these positions, I should say. That are in these positions to be able to write deals or create deals for people. You know what I'm saying? Where they basically give every fucking thing and have to, you know, have like gay sex and all that kind of shit. Have to have gay sex or have sex with kids, or they gotta kill somebody that they love. They gotta offer up a sacrifice, like how I mentioned with Kanye's mom. You know what I'm saying? So these things are things that Luciferianists believe. Okay, this is what Luciferianists believe. They believe that you know, everything that's supposed to be natural, and essentially all the laws of Christianity, all the laws that God set for all of us to follow, they want to turn those very laws on their head. That's the reason why that's the reason why pretty soon you're going to see pedophilia be legalized widespread, and that's when you know society's pretty much over. You know, because certain people can't allow that. People like myself, you can't just allow that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of shit is too much. You know what I'm saying? It's already too much. You know. But yeah, man, these rappers, they're out here sacrificing people and shit like that, man. It's pretty crazy. But so, another thing that you're gonna notice is that, so rappers are basically like paid actors. You know what I'm saying? They're out here perpetrating a lifestyle that I personally believe that most of them like don't actually live and shit like that. That's what I personally believe. Or even if they do live it, it's not like a positive lifestyle. What we're talking about is basically, you know, selling drugs and killing motherfuckers and misusing women and shit. and using drugs and shit. And that's basically what they stand for and shit. That's not a conducive lifestyle for any fucking body. Everybody knows that shit. We all listen to it mainly because that's what we believe is our culture. You know what I'm saying? And we keep ingesting that kind of shit. I always tell people, you know, like, rap music, or not rap music in general, but gangster rap, I would say specifically, is like, or bad music, really. Music that promotes a lifestyle that you yourself wouldn't live. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not listening to like the oldies, you know what I'm saying, and you like agree with that kind of lifestyle, because the oldies talk about loving people and you know, trying to stay with people and all that kind of shit. It's basically, you know, the shit that everybody is actually trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Despite filling their head with music that is contrary to these ideas, and they wonder why they have so much fucking trouble. You know, the reason why is because, you know, if you're listening to something and you're nodding your head in agreement, because that's what nodding your head basically really means, is that you agree with it. Every aspect of your body is in agreement with the music that you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? It's working on you subconsciously. People have this thing where they try to act as if they're not actually human and shit. People act like, yeah, well, I just listen to the beat. That's a lie. You don't just listen to the beat, okay? You have a left and a right brain, okay? The right brain, I believe, records every fucking thing that you hear and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything. So if your left brain, which I believe is the conscious brain, is what's listening to the beat, then yeah, consciously you're listening to the beat. But your right brain is downloading every single word, all that. I don't give a fuck about niggas. I don't give a fuck about bitches. Kill that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Sell drugs to your aunt and uncle and all this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's our people. It's our relatives. You know what I'm saying? Not just our people on a fucking, oh yeah, my black people, but we're talking about our actual family members who's addicted to drugs and shit. Somebody is fucking supplying that habit, you know? It comes because instead of pushing a mindset like, yo, get out there and get a job, get out there and work hard, get out there and make clean money and shit, get out there and support your family. Instead of that being pushed, what's being pushed is fuck family, don't trust no nigga, don't trust no bitch, fuck these bitches, I don't got no love except for my niggas on the block and shit. It's just pushing this real homosexual fucking weird ass, I can't wait to go back to prison kind of mindset. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to go to prison. Prison sucks, okay? You know, like going to jail, like I've been to jail a few times and shit. It sucks. There's nothing cool about it and shit. There's nothing, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no fucking glory there. It sucks. You can't go no fucking where. You can't eat what the fuck you want to eat. You gotta go to bed with motherfuckers tell you to and all this stupid shit. You can't wear what the fuck you want to wear. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It's gross. It's dirty in there. People don't treat you with fucking respect. You know what I'm saying? And yet the lifestyle that we're nodding our heads to on a daily basis. You know, people pop that shit in and they don't really think about what they're listening to. I mean, like, people listen to it on a left brain kind of tip. People don't really think about the ramifications of agreeing with certain things, you know? If I'm filling my head with, even with me, like, I still smoke weed to this day. You know what I'm saying? And it's because, like, to me, like, I grew up in such a way where, you know, a lot of the stresses of life, the way that I would deal with them is getting high, like how most people do. You know what I'm saying? But this is our culture. Like, our culture is, instead of being strong enough to deal with it, you know what I'm saying, we develop real serious things. And now, like, I've got a fucking dependency. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an actual drug addict, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that shit. Like, it's hard for me to stop. Like, it's not like, you know, even though, like, I do want to stop smoking, like, but I want to feel like I'm able to. You know what I mean? And that's a weird fucking thing. So how do we develop these spirits? You know what I'm saying? How do we develop these things that cling on us and don't fucking let go? And I would present to you that it has a lot to do with the shit that we listen to. You know, the things that we listen to, the music that we fill our head with, is going to have an effect on you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's not going to affect you. It is going to have an effect on you. You have to just think about what exactly it is. You know, like me personally, I try to listen to, like, I'm a romantic type motherfucker, so I listen to a lot of like oldies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I remember something off of the movie Anger Management. with who's the Jewish dude, Adam Sandler and shit. I remember the guy, Jack Nicholson's character, was talking about how he was like, yeah, it's just this, or Adam Sandler's character was talking about the music that he had in his house. He's like, yeah, it's just, you know, love songs and shit. And the guy was like, Jack Nicholson's character was like, yeah, they're songs of madness and obsession. You know what I'm saying? You got to get rid of them. And but so the interesting thing about that is that really, if you listen to like a lot of the songs and shit, like I'll never let you go, or these. I mean, it is like obsession and madness. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, in real life situations, you have to be able to let people go. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, and then so the other thing too is that we have a bad. We just got a bad paradigm when it comes to how we view relationships. How we view relationships is like perfect evidence of a lot of the things that's wrong with the music that we listen to. A lot of the music that we listen to, like the R&B and all that kind of stuff, is full of, like, if you listen to most R&B music today, right? The women in the songs are gonna call the men boys. They won't address them as men almost ever. You'll almost never hear women in today's type of music call a man a man. They call him a boy, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And it's I remember somebody gave me a breakdown on like just, you know, some like hood language and shit, and like slang and certain things, like, you know, we call each other dummy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to the crib instead of the house, you know what I'm saying, without being able to grow up. Men have houses, babies have cribs, we displace the mom, like our mothers in our society aren't important. Every little Asian lady in a corner store is a mom all of a sudden, you know. I don't know, it's just like, to me, like, there's so many obvious red flags when it comes to me. I remember, like, I never used to listen to 3-6 at all, but I got a homeboy that listens to a lot of 3-6, you know what I'm saying? 3-6 Mafia, 3-6 Mafia, Luciferian, okay? They're very, like, they one of their biggest hits, the I Gotta Stay High song, you know what I'm saying? One of the biggest hits, that song, you know what I'm saying, was talking about Lucifer, you're my king, you're my God. That's what it was saying in the background. You know what I'm saying? People don't really think about that, though. Everybody still listens to 3-6, in spite of the fact that it's 3-6 Mafia, in spite of the fact that that's their fucking name. You know what I'm saying? People still listen to it. If you listen to the lyrics, pretty much all the lyrics, especially in relation to the way men and women are supposed to interact with each other, it's like a pimp kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Pimps are not something to glorify in our society. Like, you see the way that pimps act and shit, it's, you know, something that you could disconnect from a personal thing. However, if your sister was getting pimped out, you know what I'm saying, it'd be a big ass difference. Or if your mom was getting pimped out, it'd be a big ass difference. You know what I'm saying? Suddenly you start to develop an emotional connection. And I think that in our society, with the music, it helps put a wall, or it helps kind of wash away those emotional connections that we would have with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, our music is turning everybody that we see into an enemy. You know what I mean? Now, and then another thing, it makes us very infantile. You know, I've noticed that, you know, especially here in Baltimore, you know, like, you really can't tell the fucking difference from the back anyways. You know what I'm saying? You cannot tell whether somebody's an adult or a fucking child. Based on the way we dress, there's no defining, there's no lines anymore. You know what I'm saying? People like you get a fucking 80-year-old woman dressed the same as a fucking 12-year-old girl. Same fucking clothes. Where the fuck do they do that at? You know what I'm saying? The reality of the situation is that we have an infantile mind. That's the reason why, like, we don't have an ability to grow up. Even when we're 40, 50, we're still dressing like 12-year-olds. We're still acting like fucking 12-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, and the shit that's cool for a 12-year-old to do, sitting, smoking, get high with their homeboys, drinking, it's the same thing that we at 50, 60 do. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, well, now I'm an adult. You know, I put away my childish things. Now I'm an adult. I don't need to do that kind of shit anymore, you know? So, You know, and I'm not talking like I'm outside of some of the influences. I'm talking about it only because it's something that affects all of us, and it's not like I could just be like, you know, with the wave of a hand, I could change everything. It takes everybody working together for us to be able to change some of the things. But like nobody's going to change certain behaviors if they don't know that it's important that they're changing. You know, I think that as a society we have gotten to a point where we don't really value our children. We certainly don't value our women, and probably more so than anything, we don't value our men. You know what I'm saying? Men in our society, and I do mean like urban and poor societies, you know what I'm saying? Predominantly black and Hispanic societies. Mainly like with the black culture and our like culture, the urban culture, you know what I mean? Like we really don't value men, like, because what a man is, like the epitome of somebody that's truly a man is somebody that makes a lot of money, and like there's no moral line. Like people idolize Tyler Perry, you know what I'm saying, because he makes money. Like the nigga put on a fucking dress, like it should have been a, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't get no fucking respect from men, you know what I'm saying? Like men don't fucking respect niggas that put on dresses, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So like, or what's the nigga name? R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly is clearly a fucking pedophile, dude. Like everybody knows that. Niggas have been known that in our society. But we have a tendency to like idolize people regardless, you know what I'm saying? Because we have an infantile mind, so it doesn't really matter what a person does. Like we set the bar really low. Like, wow, he can play basketball. Wow, he can sing. Wow, he can rap. Like, yo, if you grew up in the hood, you can do all those things. You know, I haven't met nobody in the hood that can't do all three of those motherfucking things relatively well, okay? Like, that's nothing to be fucking proud about, you know what I'm saying? Can you read? You know what I'm saying? Can you fucking read a book? Most motherfuckers can not. You got niggas that are famous as fuck and can't read, and yet we respect motherfucking, what's the boxers, Mayweather? Motherfucker can hardly read. What's the pedophile dude his name? Can't read at all. You know what I mean? And like we're like, yeah, that's what I want my son to grow up to be. Or you got chicks, young girls and shit like, oh, I don't care. I don't care if he's a pedophile. He's my husband. You know what I'm saying? Because their parents ain't gonna put that foot in there. It's like needs to be. Like our young girls in this society are fucking lost. Like they're lost, and they're lost primarily because you got grown men that'll fuck the shit out of them and won't think twice about that shit. Like, yo, you know she's 14. It's like, yeah, she's fat though. Like, oh, great. This is the fucking company, you know, we keep nowadays. You know. So that's the problem. So when you start seeing shit like witchcraft shit, like the guy Kevin Gates, you know what I'm saying, came out and openly was talking about how he does witchcraft and all that kind of shit. When you see things like pedophilia, when you see things like Luciferianism, and we're not shunning this kind of shit as a society, then you know that society is fallen. Then you know that basically they can pretty much just do any old shit and everybody would be with that shit. And that's the reason why pedophilia is going to be legalized pretty soon. Mark my fucking words. Within the next 10 years, I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? I hate that it's the case, but that's what's going on. I know that's what's going on. Like, you got so much shit that's been happening. You know, and another thing is that, like, we see people. Another thing that works, and it works on everybody. You know, because even people who are like woke, they still have their favorite actors or their favorite rappers or their favorite whatchamacallit. They don't want to think that they had to bend over a desk, you know what I'm saying, to get where they're at, you know what I'm saying, or that they had to fuck a little kid or something like that to get where they're at, you know what I'm saying, or that they had family ties that you weren't aware of, like, oh, your dad's in the military, huh, high ranked official. Oh yeah, you people are in Washington. I didn't know that. I thought you were just some kid that wanted to make music, like, you know, like regular folks. And so that's the thing. Like, you got so many people. Like, when I grew up, everybody in my high school wanted to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? We would get in the bathroom and smoke weed and shit and freestyle for hours and, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, never go to actual class. I wonder I get kicked out. But like the point is that You got motherfuckers that everybody wants to be a rapper, everybody wants to be a singer, everybody wants to be a dancer, everybody wants to be seen, everybody wants to be heard. And like I was just talking to my brother today, you know, if you don't have something that you're willing to die for, then when you get out there in the midst of the world, you know what I'm saying, as you're growing up, you're going to start to meet people, and you're going to start to be presented with ideologies that you've never fucking heard of. You're going to start to see and come in contact on a daily basis with motherfuckers that if they ever got a chance, they pull you into a back alley and rape and kill you. You know what I'm saying? Sick motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You be in contact with motherfuckers and you won't even fucking know it. You be in contact with motherfuckers that every fucking month they fucking you know, yeah, man, or you know, every month they steal some kid or something like that. So you just gotta be prayed up. You gotta understand that the world that we live in is governed by spiritual aspects. It's not physical. You know, we don't war against the flesh. It's spiritual wickedness in high places and principalities. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. And when it comes to music, that's what you have to understand. You know, music is not just a good time. It's not just a rapper. Like, why you think there's so much fucking money going around? Why you think it's always on the television? Why you think it's always on the radio? They want you to agree. They want you to nod your head and be like, yep, I'm going to put that straight into my mind, straight into my heart, and I'm going to believe it. You know, don't believe that shit. It's not real, yo. You know what I'm saying? Turn that shit off, yo. Play something else. You know what I'm saying? Play something else. Pop in a fucking audiobook. There's an idea. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like stop listening to that shit. It's bad for you. Okay? It's like fast food. Tastes good. It'll fucking kill you. You cannot have that only as your diet. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do listen to that shit, if you know you're not gonna stop, don't only listen to that shit. Pick a fucking type of music that you never thought you'd listen to and find a song that you like, because there is a song out there that you will like. I don't give a fuck if it's country. I don't give a fuck if it's jazz. You're gonna find a song in that fucking genre that you're gonna like. You're gonna find a group. You're gonna find a collection of songs. Listen to that shit. Okay? I'm not saying that country is exempt from what I'm saying, because it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's just another cultural attack on a whole nother cultural group. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that if you expand your mind in relation to what you're hearing, at least, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna find that you start to act different. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find that you're not always governed by just wanting to sell drugs or just wanting to be in the hood. You're gonna want to be somewhere else based on the shit that you listen to. You know what I mean? The shit that you listen to plays a huge part. You know what I'm saying? Your ears are connected to your eyes, are connected to your nose and your mouth and shit. And all those things are pivotal in the way that you view reality, in the way that you interact with reality, with other people, you know? So, yeah, like, music is not a fucking game. It's something that's really, really important. It's something that is charged with spirits. So, be very careful what music you listen to. You can't just listen to any fucking thing, man. You know? Especially not no motherfucking 3-6 Mafia talking about Lucifer, you're my king, you're my God. You know what I'm saying? Especially not no motherfucking Jay-Z talking about life starts when the church ends, Jesus can't save you and shit. Like, don't listen to that shit, bro. Do not listen to those motherfuckers. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I love you guys, man. You guys stay classy the internet and don't do anything that I wouldn't do. It's anti here. Holler. Yeah, holler.